Hi there, Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. So glad you joined me on the Stan the Annuity Man YouTube channel. Today's topic is a good one. It's about how annuities transfer risk. And there's one of our viewers out there that I want to say thank you to. Kay Daniger is, I believe, the way it's pronounced. If not, I apologize. Don't know if the K is a he or she. But they made a lot of statements. They had 5 or 6 just poignant statements that need to be addressed and answered factually. And guess who's the best person on the planet to do that? Yeah, me, Stan the Annuity Man. So we're going to get to those specific statements that Kay Daniger made, and I'm going to give you the answers after this. Okay, I'm holding the Will Do Not Might Do clipboard. Yes, no, you can't purchase this. I was going to say you could purchase it. No, you can't. It's one of a kind. Here's the first statement from the viewer. Annuities are insurance policies. Insurance companies exist to make a profit. That is absolutely correct. Annuities are issued by life insurance companies, all annuity types. And yes, life insurance companies are in the business to make a profit. In a capitalistic world, they are trying to make a profit. And I always say, life insurance companies and annuities companies, which are one and the same, they have the big buildings for a reason, because they know when we're going to die. But yes, these are companies that are going to make a profit, period. Here's the second statement. On average, your total lifetime payout will be much less if you annuitize your 401k versus investing it yourself and managing it actively. Well, that's kind of apples and oranges. When you annuitize money for a lifetime income stream, and by the way, annuities are the only product category on the planet that can pay you for the rest of your life as long as you're breathing. So you could take a 401k asset and annuitize it for a lifetime income to combine with the annuity you already own called Social Security. But of course, if you managed it in the market, so you had a money manager that was helping you or you did it yourself, the potential for you to do better than an annuity contract, well, of course, that's a no-brainer. You're accepting the risk to manage the money in the markets. With an annuity contract, regardless of the type of annuity, you're transferring the risk. And in this case, in this statement, you're transferring the risk for a lifetime income stream. So then the question is, well, what's the return on investment on a lifetime income stream? I don't know that until you die. You either want to transfer that risk and have that income stream coming in for the rest of your life as long as you're breathing, or joint life the rest of your lives for as long as each of you are breathing, or you don't. And if you want to manage the money for market returns, then go do it, but you can't compare the two. Once again, great statements, Kay Daniger. I really appreciate it. Here's the next one. Annuities are also only as secure as the financial institution that issues them. In the event of a banking collapse, you can lose, she or he put loose, but lose your income and assets just as fast as investing in the market. 100% incorrect. Let's give an example. In 2008, the last little hiccup we had, annuity companies did fine. Okay, there were some real issues with some banks and some brokerage firms, but annuity companies are highly regulated. There were no issues, and you can't compare investment banks or brokerage and banks to annuity companies. Annuity companies have to abide by specific rules, and with fixed annuity companies issued by life insurance companies, they have to have, by law, 100% of your money on hand and liquid day one in investment-grade bonds. I mean, that's just the law. So to look at the risk profile of an annuity company and compare it to non-annuity companies, apples and oranges, period. Here's the next statement. If we have high inflation, which is starting to look like a certainty, the purchasing power of your fixed income annuity is going to rapidly become worthless. A little drastic. Here's the thing about inflation. Nobody knows what inflation is going to be. There's no product on the planet, including the annuity world, that can properly address inflation because no one knows what it's going to be, period. And don't say markets or stocks or ETFs. No, you don't know what's going to happen with that either. Those can go up and down. Inflation is something that no product can properly address Now, you can use annuities to address inflation by either having laddered start dates of income, or at the time you need to solve for an inflation dollar amount for your monthly income floor, you can buy an immediate annuity at that specific time. And yes, immediate annuities or some other annuity types have inflation cost of living adjustment increases, but annuity companies don't give those away. They just lower the initial payment when you add that to the policy. So I understand the statement, and I understand that the purchasing power of any income stream, whether it's annuity, your pension, Social Security, whatever those income streams are, the purchasing power will be less, with inflation or hyperinflation. But don't just throw it all on annuities. Annuities are just like Social Security and your pension. They're not going to properly address inflation. You're going to have to do that in a myriad of ways. One of the ways is, like I said, buy an immediate annuity and reverse engineer the quote to solve for that dollar amount at that specific time you need the payment. But annuities do a really good job of addressing inflation when compared to all of your other choices. Here's the final statement. This is a good one. And it reads, I personally believe, and this is Kay Daniger saying this, I personally believe it's better to stay in the market or invest it in other inflation hedge assets. Those assets could be precious metals or crypto, etc. There's a part of me that's going to agree with Kay Daniger right here that if you can manage your money, then you don't need an annuity. You don't need to if you don't need to transfer risk, you don't need an annuity of any type. Because remember, annuities are contracts. They're transfer of risk contracts that primarily solve for, and I've got an acronym for it. The acronym is PIL, Principal Protection, Income for Life, Legacy, or Long-Term Care, Confinement Care. But to throw in inflation hedges and throw in crypto, which I have nothing against crypto or the blockchain technology, but boy, is that volatile, okay? If you can manage your own money, if you have a professional that's really good at managing your own money, you do not need an annuity of any type. I'll be the first one to say that. But for the do-it-yourselfers out there, got to be real careful. It's very easy and cavalier to make disparaging comments about annuity contractual guarantees in a raging bull market. See, I've been around the block. I used to work for Dean Witter, Morgan Stanley, Payne Weber, UBS. I've actually seen markets go down. I'm that old, okay? And markets will go down again. So everybody's got a little bit selective memory since 2008. And I remember in 2008, everyone said, I'm never, ever going to forget this, Stan. This has left a scar. The same people are leveraging themselves to the hilt to get in the market, and they might be right. The markets may go up forever, but I don't think so. So to make that comparison that, you should never look at annuities for inflation, just, buy the crypto and buy the stocks and buy that all. Again, apples and oranges. Annuities are contracts. They're transfer risk contracts, and you cannot compare a contract to an actively managed investment. That's just common sense. What Kay Daniger is saying, and once again, thanks for putting these statements on me. These are great. People are going to send you thank you notes for this because they probably have this in the back of their head too. Kay Daniger is saying this is kind of an all or nothing approach. Either you manage your money or you put in annuities. There's not a combination. What I'm saying is there's a combination. I have futures traders and commodities traders that have single premium immediate annuity lifetime income streams as the income floor, and then they go invest the rest and be risky. I think there's a place in your portfolio for risk and transfer risk. And I think you're probably nodding your head. So it's not all or nothing. And there's a lot of people out there, the 10,000 baby boomers that are hitting 65 every single day, a lot of them don't want to manage the money. They agree with these statements that, the managed money would do better than an annuity contract. That's common sense. But a lot of people in chapter 2 of their lives, which is about lifestyle, which is about them enjoying their life. There's no U-Hauls behind hearses. They don't want to follow the markets. They don't want to watch CNBC. They don't want to watch Fox Business. They don't want to track it. And for those people, transferring the risk makes sense, but it doesn't make sense for everybody. Annuities are not one size fits all. Market products are not one size fits all. What I want you to put in the back of your head is maybe there's a combination or a percentage or a proportion allocation for you that makes sense that will give you the guarantees that you want and still provide that growth opportunity with non-annuities. I think if you ask me what's the biggest thing I bring to the table as Stan the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed all 50 states, the top agent out here, is because I've sat on the other side of the table with Dean Witter, Payne Weber, Morgan Stanley, and UBS. I understand the growth part from a Wall Street standpoint, but I also understand the contractual guarantee standpoint from a transfer of risk standpoint. And when you talk to me, you're going to find out that you can't be all in with annuities. You might not need an annuity, but annuities from a transfer of risk standpoint, and once again, either solving for principal protection, income for life, legacy, or long-term care, confinement care, can be a good fit in combination with those growth non-annuity assets. Hey, thanks again, Kay Daniger, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name, he or she. I appreciate those statements. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to clarify that for all the listeners and viewers out there of the Stan the Annuity Man YouTube channel. And I encourage everybody out there, you're finding out that I am reading this stuff. My staff is reading the comments and the questions that you put down there. And if we think that everyone else needs to hear that, you're going to be on the channel. You're going to be on the channel in perpetuity, evergreen content for the life of YouTube, which is good. And you're also helping people. Kay Daniger helped a lot of people today. And I appreciate them doing that. And I'll see you on the next Stan the Annuity Man YouTube video.